Tonight on Whip City Weekly, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, why you may be seeing Woman with Pink Hair.
We're introducing a new segment, the Whip City Roundtable. What sports will they discuss this week?
And we'll tell you what happened this week in history.
All that and more when Whip City Weekly starts right now. Thank you for tuning into Whip City Weekly. I'm Christina Pinto.
And I'm Megan Lucier. On November 17th, residents of Westfield and surrounding areas will have the opportunity to participate in Stanley Run and Walk 5K. The event is being held in order to raise funds to repair a bridge that was originally damaged by a snowstorm 2 years ago. Aside from the event itself, there will be prizes awarded to participants, music, and a guided tour. For more information, visit www.runstanley.com.
Cyclists are gearing up for the YMCA of Greater Westfield's first indoor cycleathon next Sunday, November 2nd. Individuals can participate by sponsoring, riding, or pledging a rider. DJ Rob Charette and the Westfield Cheerleaders will be providing some entertainment for the fundraiser. All proceeds go to the YMCA's annual campaign that provides scholarships. The ride begins at 8 a.m. Pink hair is more than just a fun summer look. This month, a strip of pink hair represents the fight to cure breast cancer. Whip City Weekly's Samantha Minier spoke with a local hair salon about this October trend.
With Whip City Weekly, I'm here at Vivid Day Salon, where they have a trendy new way that you can raise awareness for breast cancer.
We are trying to raise money for the Raise a Hope Foundation. All we're asking for is a $15 donation, and when you do, you receive a pink extension in honor of them for the breast cancer survivors. Right here at Westfield Vivid Hair Salon, you can come on and walk in, or we prefer making an appointment. You can call us at 413-564-0062, or you can check us out on our website or Facebook and let us know if you're interested, and we'd love to help you out.
According to the American Cancer Society, 1 in every 8 women will be diagnosed with cancer in the next year. Breast cancer is the most common cancer among women, next to skin cancer. There's few things that you can do to help donate to the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October. And there you have it. A trendy look for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's for a good cause. This is Samantha Minier here with Whip City Weekly. Thank you.
Westfield's own Noble Hospital will be hosting a free diabetes health fair to celebrate American Diabetes Month. It will be held on Tuesday, November 12th from 4 to 6:30 p.m. The event will feature glucose screenings, nutrition demonstrations, and recipes. If you're one of the first 20 people to arrive at the event, you'll also receive a free cookbook. Call 413-568-2811 to register now.
On Wednesday of this past week, Apple released a new tablet named the iPad Air. The new iPad features a slimmer form factor, longer battery life, a new powerful A7 processor, and a higher resolution Retina display. Apple also updated their MacBook Pro lineup with new processors, and they released an iPad mini with Retina display. The iPad Air will be available on November 1st, while the mini with Retina display will go on sale later that month.
Coming up, it's almost Halloween. We'll tell you one way to celebrate the spooky season in Westfield.
What's turning Westfield State students green this October?
And last weekend was Alumni Weekend at WSU. We've got the details. Stay tuned.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. I'll teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
Can you sit with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
As the saying goes, blondes have more fun.
But what do they say about blondes with a little bit of green hair? Our very own May Randall has that answer.
We're here on the Westfield State University campus in University Hall talking to students about their experiences with the water contamination problem in the entire city of Westfield. On this campus alone, it's been turning many blondes' hair green. Let's see what they have to say about it. So Becca, how badly has the water affected your hair?
Pretty badly. It's turned it like prevalently green. People have commented on it. At first I didn't really notice, and then a couple people would say to me like, wow, like your hair is green. Like,
I noticed your hair isn't green. How have you escaped the Westfield green hair epidemic?
I ended up dyeing it last weekend because my nana was calling me greenhead.
Are you nervous about it turning green again now that you're back at school?
A little bit, because I heard it affects you more when you dye it.
So, even as a redhead, the water contamination has affected your hair?
Yes, it has. It lightened my red hair and turned it blonde and dyed the blonde green.
So have you found any solutions to this problem?
My friend Sarah told me to get purifying shampoo, bought that, didn't do anything, but another friend of mine bought something else, completely stripped her hair, but she still has to use that so it doesn't turn green again.
So I'm sure you've heard of all the blondes' hair turning green on campus. Have you noticed it yourself, being a guy and not really being too involved with hair products?
I've noticed some of the girls that I know personally, they pointed it out, and I can definitely tell when they show me, but just like walking around and seeing other girls, I wouldn't be able to point it out myself, so there's not too much to worry about, I don't think.
According to emails received by WSU students, the green hair is being caused by a change in water sources supplying this side of the city of Westfield. The project that is causing this is not expected to be completed until late spring of next year. Do you know what's in your water? Blondes at Westfield State sure do. Until next time, for Web City Weekly, I'm May Randall.
Looking for some local haunted fun? This Friday and Sunday, the Westfield Historic Commission is hosting their very first Historic Ghost Tour. Tours will be taking place hourly beginning at 5:30 p.m. in the old burying ground on Mechanic Street. They will be guided by lantern light, where you can see some of the most prominent residents of Westfield's past. The old burying ground is the oldest remaining cemetery in its original location in all of the U.S. Tickets can be purchased at the Athenaeum for $5.
This past weekend, alumni from all over came back to Westfield State University to celebrate its 175th year as an institution. Alumni got to watch the football game, team play Mass Maritime in a VIP tent where they could get food and beverages from Mardi Gras themed tables. The Owls came out on top, winning 37-27.
And now it's time for This Week in History. On October 25th, 1962, John Steinbeck was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his lifetime work, most famously noted Grapes of Wrath. On October 26, 2005, the Chicago White Sox won their first World Series in 88 years, notably one of the largest time spans for a major league team to go without winning a series. On October 29, 1969, the United States Supreme Court ordered to end all school segregation. And finally, on Halloween of 1941, United States Monument Mount Rushmore was completed. And that does it for This Week in History.
Whip City Roundtable premieres when we return.
Stay with us.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Nice.
No!
Oops.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Whip City Weekly Roundtable. I'm May Randall, sitting here with Nick Odell and Mike Drew. So let's jump right in. First question is about the World Series. Nick, what do you think the Cardinals have to do to win this series?
Well, first of all, I think they should have better defense. In Game 1, they had a lot of miscues that costed them in the game. And offensively, I think they need to pull together as a group because Carlos Beltran is day-to-day with a torn right rib contusion, and other Cardinals players have to step up, and such guys as Alan Craig, Matt Holliday, they need to step right in. So I think they should step up.
And Mike, what do you think about the Red Sox? What do they need to do to win?
Yeah, I think the Red Sox basically need to do what they've been doing all year, especially offensively. This team's a buzzsaw. Despite the 5, 6, 7 spots in the middle of this order, which are murderer's row, but in a bad way, Mike Napoli, Jared Saltalamacchia, and Stephen Drew, who I know you have a number on. What is he heading?
Drew's 103.
Yeah, I mean, when he goes up there, it's like he's playing Where's Waldo with the baseball. He doesn't know where it is. But regardless, okay, this is a team that 1 through 4, Ellsbury, Victorino, Pedroia, Ortiz, they're as good as anybody in the league, and their pitching staff with guys like Lester, Buck Holtz, John Lackey, who's had an amazing comeback year. Those guys can hold their own with the Cardinals pitchers, Wainwright, Michael Wacha. I think it's a big-time pitching series, to be honest with you.
So, Mike, can I safely assume that you think the Sox are going to take this one?
I have the Red Sox in 7. I think a lot of people in this area underestimate the Cardinals simply because of what happened 9 years ago when they played in the World Series and the Red Sox swept. Not to be obvious, but this is not 9 years ago. This is a good Cardinals team. I think it's just going to be like the Detroit series in the ALCS. I think it goes 7. It goes the full distance. I like the Red Sox in a close, tight-knit, competitive World Series, Nick.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you and say the Cardinals in 7. I think the Cardinals are just too good for the Red Sox. I think they will pull together as an offense, and they will, shape up on defense. But also their pitching, like I said, this will be a pitching series, but I think the St. Louis team or the St. Louis pitching will outduel the Boston pitching based on their matchups. So, we'll see.
It's close. That's a fair point.
Yeah, it will be. And of course, I have the Red Sox, loyalty being 100% on my part.
You're on the right side.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So moving on to another sport, football. So Patriots versus Jets last Sunday. Let's talk about the disappointing end and the push rule. Nick, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I think it was the right call. Based on
disappointment here.
Yeah, based on what I saw, and the player pushing into the other player on the line, I think it was the right call. And it said in the rule book that it was the right call. So I mean,
Mike, let's hear your side.
I'm just going to go off of what I saw with my own eyes. Okay, I understand what the rule book says. But on a missed field goal attempt, okay, in
overtime, you can't call penalties
in which no one on the Jets who was on the field at the time knew what was happening or knew what was going to be called. The field goal was missed. They ran off the field. Tom Brady ran onto the field, as did the Jet defense. They did not know anything happened. They got bailed out. And then the rule got changed the same night after Bill Belichick complained about it after the game. So I just think this is really, really questionable to call something like that in that situation. But I'm going to throw that out the window, okay, because I don't want to argue with referees. Clearly.
You better
the
not.
Patriots did deserve to lose that game, in my opinion.
That's the thing with that, for sure. Like, you can argue the push rule all you want, but at the same time, they had 11-point lead going into the second half. You can't really blow something like that, as well as in overtime, they did get the ball first. They should have capitalized when they had the chance, and they didn't. So even though the push rule kind of maybe cost them to lose, they could have won it.
Their defense did not come through when they needed to at all. And I understand there's no Vince Wilfork, there's no Gerard Mayo. They were playing without Aqib Talib in that game too. So that's your 3 best players on all 3 levels of defense gone. But to let Geno Smith do that to you, I think is a little embarrassing. I mean,
yeah, just but offensively, Tom Brady doesn't have anybody to throw to.
Yeah, Tom, exactly.
Tom
so
Brady
what's
doesn't.
going on with him?
I mean, Tom Brady doesn't have anybody.
No, keep going.
Oh, like Tom Brady doesn't have. Yeah, Tom Brady doesn't have anybody to throw to. I mean, he only has Rob Gronkowski. Who else? I
Who's
mean,
being double teamed now?
Yeah, it's being double teamed now. So
receiver.
I mean, you got Aaron Dobson who's just
Dropson. You got to say his name right.
Dropson. Dropson, but yeah, Aaron Dropson or Dobson. Like his real name's Aaron Dobson, but he keeps dropping the ball. So does Kenbrell Tompkins, with that one exception last week. The week before against the Saints. So, but I think Tom Brady will rebound. I think Tom Brady will he will find his game back, and I think the rest of the way they'll do just fine offensively, but defensively that's been the question.
I think that Tom Brady obviously is one of the most clutch quarterbacks to ever play this game, and we're pretty lucky to have him as the Patriots quarterback. But this guy has escaped blame way too much within the last 5 years. I'm not saying this guy's game is regressive. I'm just looking at the facts. This guy is 36 years old, okay? Yeah. He does not have the deep arm that he used to have. I understand he's got a whole slate of new receivers, okay? Dropson and the rest of them. And Amendola, who can't play. But this guy deserves part of the blame. And it's evidenced by last week against New Orleans. After an interception, the Patriots are down at the 10-yard line, first and goal. 3 straight times they run the football. They don't trust Tom Brady to throw it in the red zone. That to me is amazing, and that tells you what you need to know right there.
That's right.
This guy deserves more blame than he's been getting. That's all I'm saying. I still love the guy, but he shouldn't escape blame.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Tom Brady fan forever, so I'm always going to be biased towards him. But
you got to look at the facts. That's all I'm telling you.
True. Moving on, though, to Westfield State University football. What do you guys think? They're 4-2 in total, 3-1 in the conference.
Hey, let me just tell you, the last time that Westfield State University football team made the Division III playoffs, we weren't even in school yet. We were.
Yeah, we weren't here.
Yeah, we weren't here. The last time they made it was in 2001 when they went 10-0 during the regular season, and then the first round of the playoffs they lost to Western Connecticut State, and that was a close game too. It was 8-7, but I think this year, they're gonna have a good year.
Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate enough to see most of these games, or home games, I should say, in person, and I got to tell you, this defense is pretty impressive. This defense has only given up 14 points per game. Guys swarm to the ball. It's team tackling all over the place. They've forced 13 turnovers. They've only given it away themselves twice. And it's really amazing that they're 4-2 with a backup quarterback in Tim Rich, completing 58% of his passes, 868 yards, 5 touchdowns. He hasn't thrown a pick. So this is efficient football. And even though they have injuries to some of their top guys, like the running back, Michael Mercadante, he's got a shoulder problem. These guys continue to find a way to just grind out wins. And so you're sitting pretty right now at 4-2 in a conference that's pretty winnable. The future's bright this season.
Future is bright indeed. We shall see.
Yeah, they're averaging 30 points a game. I mean, I think that speaks for itself right there.
High-powered offense, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. So that's it for sports. Thank you for watching our first episode of the Roundtable. Back to you in the studio.
If you'd like to see Whip City Roundtable discuss your favorite team, tweet to us at Whip City Weekly.
Well, that does it for this episode of Whip City Weekly. I'm Megan Lucier.
And I'm Christina Pinto.
Take care, Westfield.